In the dumbest build to a WrestleMania storyline since Jericho pissed in William Regal's tea, we will see Braun Strowman take on Shane McMahon in a steel cage. On Raw, we saw Strowman cut a promo on Shane about Shane calling him stupid and how it hurt him, and how WrestleMania there's going to be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, much like Triple H's old theme. And he's and he's going to win it not only for himself, but for everybody out there who's ever been bullied. And look, I'm not saying that was a bad promo. I think Braun has a way of delivering promos that's entertaining.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just don't. If you're going to like go that way, right? If you're going to go with, you know, Strowman being like, you know, the anti-bullying crusader, which is fine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's not a problem, right? But also it doesn't really fit his character, and it's also the storyline's weak. But Trevor, Strowman, McMahon, go.
Again, you said it best. It's a stupid build-up for a match that honestly just feels like a filler. I mean, you have nothing else in that spot, so you said, hey, you know what? Let's just make a match out of this. And let's make a match in the dumbest way possible from a grown man calling another grown man stupid. And then, you know what? Let's use it to bring awareness to being bullied. I don't hate the whole bully awareness thing. I don't, actually. And again, I don't hate Strowman's promo. I thought it was actually pretty good. And I also think, like you said, I think he's very entertaining. It's weird to watch him move his head the way he talks sometimes, but I do like his promos. I actually like Strowman. I'm a fan. But I honestly think this is doing nothing for his career. I think it's WrestleMania. It's supposed to be the show of champions. You know, supposed to see great things on WrestleMania. And honestly, I do not think Strowman versus McMahon is a great thing. I think it's a waste of talent in Braun Strowman, and honestly taking nothing away from Shane, because I think, as I said before, Shane is a hell of a wrestler. He's had some good matches, some of which I think will be banned on Peacock. But
could not say it any better. Strowman versus McMahon is the one one match I'm looking least forward to. I cannot understate how dumb of a build this has been. Not only did you take Braun Strowman, you're big monster. Like, this is the guy. He's probably the best monster WWE's had since Andre, and I'm not capping here. The Big Show came in as a monster, and he looked like a legit monster, but in reality, they treated him like he was a jobber. They treated him like he was like a jobber, main or mid-carder, and that's what he was for almost his entire career. Kane. He was treated like he was treated not like a monster. Like there was 1 year in 2003 he was treated like a legit monster, and then after that eroded away. Same thing with the Undertaker. Same thing. This is the guy that had legitimacy as a big dude who would kick your ass and probably rip you apart with his bare hands. But the WWE, what did they do? He was hot. He was actually over with the fans. What did they do? They said, all right, well, he's WrestleMania match, WrestleMania 34. What are we going to do with him? All right, we're going to pair him up with a 10-year-old.
Yes.
He's going to and win the tag titles and then drop him the next night. WrestleMania 35. I don't even remember what he did. He won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal or something like that, right? Something like that. WrestleMania 36, he wins the Universal title from Oldberg. And then, you know, eventually he dropped it to the Fiend, which I'm not against. But everything he's done has either been sloppy or terrible. Yeah. And it's out of no fault of Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is literally, I think he actually is like the most talented monster they have, because he can work like longer matches. Like, he had a program with his program with Lesnar, especially. Like, I know those weren't long matches, but like those matches were amazing. He had the SummerSlam 2017 match he had where it was him, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and I think Lesnar. He dominated that match. But every time he had a little bit of momentum behind him, the WWE does dumb shit like this. Like bring Shane McMahon out of retirement to put Braun Strowman through a table and slime him on national TV.
And since when has Shane been that dominant?
Like that's the thing. Shane's like the type of guy who's like he kicks you in the nuts and he gets like, you know, his one spot in. And you did his spot already. So at WrestleMania when he does it in front of fans, no one's going to care. Oh yeah, he's going to get that pop, but it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
That's the thing. It's meaningless at this point. Like they're going to put over Shane McMahon who's 50 and like, you know, oh, he's probably going to get his ass kicked. Yeah, he's going to lose the match. Like we're not even going to do predictions for this, but you're telling me that Strowman is somehow going to get a rub? You think Strowman's like, no, that's not what's going to happen here. It's just going to be another forgetful WrestleMania match for Braun Strowman because this is back-to-back years now he's facing someone who's 50. They paired him with a 10-year-old and then they're like, oh, God, we have to counter this out. And then they just pair him with old people and then they have him face old people. It makes no sense. It ruins his credibility as a monster. It ruins him. And you know what? I hope that somebody in WWE figures out what to do with Braun Strowman because he's still younger. He has the potential. He looks like $1 million right now. You can print so much money with that dude. Like, and he's entertaining.
Amazing shape. He's an amazing athlete. I think you work with his mic skills. He could be good on the mic, but I mean, was Kane ever that good on the mic when he was that dominant? No. Like, no. I mean, he doesn't have to be that great.
Dude, you don't even have to have him on the mic. Braun Strowman was amazing in like 2017 was his peak year. That was when he was like, you know, like fucking like
all he was doing was giving people hands. That's it.
He was giving people hands. That's all he did. This is the man who took down the Raw set with a grappling hook on top of Brock Lesnar and then went to eat a cheesecake. It was so goddamn entertaining. And now you get him slimed on national TV when he's also in the best shape of his life. It's a joke.
Make sense at all. Like he even had a decent program with Roman Reigns. That's when Roman Reigns was the most likable to me. Before now, like that was when Roman Reigns was like, okay, this is cool. You actually let Roman Reigns actually fight somebody that can pretty much kick his ass. That's great. Like I thought those programs were good too. But like again, that was the Braun Strowman who came out, looked at people, said 3 things. Come get these hands. Like, and that's the Braun Strowman that you want. You don't want this motherfucker that's coming out here right now that's like, oh, I'm upset because you believe. And don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not making fun of the subject matter. I think it's a dumb program.
Right. Like the thing is, like what people forget is like wrestling's a work. Okay, right. just so anyone knows, wrestling's a work. It's scripted, you know, like it's like a TV show. Like what we're doing right now is like kind of like, you know, it's booking like you or like talking about it like as if we're talking about like Game of Thrones, right? Where you're just like, oh, you know, like I want to see this happen, and we're critiquing it. That's what we do. But with this specifically, right? I'm not saying the subject matter is bad, like you said, and I'm not even saying Braun Strowman. Like saying it's bad, and doing this storyline is bad.
No,
I'm just saying they never did it right, even if they were gonna do it. Like they didn't build it up. This wasn't like this is something they started talking about like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Like
Shane McMahon just started calling himself. They started talking about it 2 weeks ago, and like suddenly we were supposed to believe it. Like you could have. Again, it's just lack of like storytelling. It's lack of all of that, and you know. The prediction, Shane McMahon's gonna get one spot in, like on top of the steel cage. We already know what he's jumping off of this year, so we're gonna do coast to coast, maybe miss, and then Strowman's gonna give him the hands, and he wins. But again, doesn't do anything for anyone here. Shane McMahon's not gonna get over because he's not like Braun Strowman's not gonna get any more over than he already is, and the storyline's actually hurt him. I think in the light of a lot of fans. So I think nothing's accomplished here. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.